Hello students, today we are going to study Science Part 1st of Standard 10, Chapter number 3, Chemical Reactions and Equations. So let's revise. Earlier we studied physical change. In physical change, state of matters change, also it is temporary change. For example, melting of ice is reversible change, it is not permanent. When ice will get melted, it will turn into water, and again if we'll keep water in the freezer, it will become ice. So it is temporary. So melting of ice is physical change. Now we will go to chemical change. Chemical change means it is irreversible. It is permanent change in which composition of matter changes and forms new substances. For example, burning of wood is the example of the chemical change, because in which composition of matter changes, wood is transformed into ash. So chemical changes forms by chemical reaction. So we will see what is chemical reaction. Chemical reaction is the process in which substance undergoes bond breaking and transformed into new substances. For example, when sodium hydroxide reacts with hydrochloric acid, it gives sodium chloride and water, which are purely new compounds. Now, chemical reactions can write with the help of chemical formula are called as chemical equation. The substances which take part in chemical reaction are called as reactant, whereas the substances which formed newly in chemical reaction are called product. Now we will move on to write the chemical equations. So point number 1. In chemical reaction, reactants are always at the left hand side and product are always at the right hand side. An arrow always represent the direction of the reaction. An arrow will be always in between reactant and product. For example, C plus O2 gives CO2. An arrow we have to write. In this, C and O2 are reactant, whereas CO2 is product. Point number 3. If the reactants and products are 2 or more than 2, so we have to write plus sign in between them. For example, NaOH reacts with HCl. It gives NaCl and water. So we have to write plus sign in between NaOH and HCl, also in between NaCl and H2O. In chemical equation, we have to write LGS for liquid, gas and solid respectively. If solution is present in water, then it is called as aqueous form and it is represented by AQ in chemical equation. Next point, if specific condition is required like heat, pressure, catalyst, then these specific conditions we have to mention above the arrow. For example, in CaCO3, if heat is supplied, it gives CaO plus CO2. So heat supplied is represented by sign triangle on top of the arrow. If the products are insoluble in water, then precipitate is denoted by downward arrow. And if gas is evolved in the reaction, then we have to show arrow which shows top direction. The reaction in which heat is evolved, then we have to write plus sign and write heat in the reaction towards the right hand side. Now we will move on to steps in balancing chemical reaction. Step number 1. First, we have to write the chemical equation from the given word equation. For example, sodium hydroxide reacts with hydrochloric acid. It gives sodium chloride and water. So we have to write with the chemical formula. NaOH plus HCl gives NaCl plus H2O. Step number 2. check whether the given equation is balanced or not by comparing the number of atoms of various elements present in the reaction. For example, the above reaction which you can see on the screen, if we'll compare the number of atoms from reactant and product, number of sodium is same, number of hydrogen is same, that is 2, number of oxygen is same, and number of chlorine is same towards the reactant and product. Hence given reaction is balanced. Step number 3. If given reaction is not balanced, then it is convenient to select the element which have more number of elements or the number of atoms which are unequal towards the both the sides. Then we have to multiply either towards the reactant or product. Students, always remember, we don't have to change the chemical formula of the substances, but we can change the number of elements. So by the step number 4 is we have to balance the reaction. Write the final balance reaction. Now we will take example number 1. Sodium hydroxide reacts with sulfuric acid. It gives sodium sulfate and water. So first we will write this equation with the help of chemical formula. Sodium hydroxide, that is NaOH, sulfuric acid, that is H2SO4, sodium sulfate, that is Na2SO4, and water is H2O. Now we will compare the number of atoms toward the reactants and products. First, sodium. Sodium is 1 towards the left hand side, whereas 2 towards the right hand side. Oxygen is 5 towards the both the sides. Then hydrogen, left hand side is 3 and right hand side is 2. Then sulfur, both the side it is 1. Now we'll observe, we'll come to know this reaction is unbalanced reaction. So for balancing of the reaction, we have to choose the element which is unequal number in the reaction. So we will select sodium. Now if we'll see, number of sodium in left hand side is 1 and right hand side is 2. So we will multiply 1 by 2, so the reaction will be balanced. Now students, always remember, we can't change the chemical formula. So 2 we have to write in front of the compound, that is NaOH. So the reaction will be 2NaOH plus H2SO4 gives Na2SO4 and H2O. Now again we have to compare the elements. If you will observe the table, now we will see sodium is balanced, sulfur is balanced, but oxygen and hydrogen is unbalanced. So now we have to balance oxygen and hydrogen. So we will choose hydrogen. If we will observe, number of atom of hydrogen towards the left hand side is 4 and right hand side it is 2. So we have to multiply towards the right hand side by 2. So 2 into 2 it will become 4. So now we have to multiply 2 towards the right hand side where H is present, that is in front of H2. So now the balance reaction will be 2NaOH plus H2SO4 gives Na2SO4 plus 2H2O. Now this is our final balance reaction. Now we will take example number 2. Aluminium chloride reacts with water. It gives aluminium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid. First we have to write this equation in chemical formula. So chemical formula will be AlCl3 plus H2O. It will give Al in bracket OH outside of the bracket 3 plus HCl. Now we have to compare the number of atoms towards both the sides. First we will select Al. Now number of atom of Al is 1 towards both the sides. Now chlorine, in left hand side it is 3 and right hand side it is 1. Number of hydrogen is 2 towards the left hand side whereas 3 plus 1 equal to 4 towards the right hand side. Number of oxygen is 1 towards the left hand side, whereas it is 3 towards the right hand side. As in aluminium hydroxide, OH is in bracket, so oxygen is also 3 and hydrogen is also 3. Now we have to choose the element, so we will choose oxygen, because if we will observe, number of atom of oxygen in left hand side is 1, whereas it is 3 towards the right hand side. So we will multiply oxygen by 3 in reactant, that is in water molecule. So no new reaction will be AlCl3 plus 3H2O gives AlOH thrice plus HCl. Now if we compare the number of atoms of elements towards the both the side, so we will get number of aluminium is same both the sides, number of chlorine is 3 towards the left hand side, whereas 1 towards the right hand side. Number of hydrogen is 3 to the 6 towards the left hand side, and 3 plus 1 4 towards the right hand side. Now number of oxygen is 3 towards the left hand side and 3 towards the right hand side. So again we have to balance the reaction. So this time we will choose hydrogen. So if we'll see, the number of hydrogen is 4 towards the right hand side. So we will multiply hydrochloric acid by 3. So the final balance reaction will be AlCl3 plus 3H2O gives AlOH thrice plus 3HCl. Now we'll see the number of atoms towards the both the sides. Aluminium is 1 both the sides, chlorine is 3 both the sides, hydrogen 6 both the sides, and oxygen is 3 both the sides. Now we will move on towards the factors affecting chemical reaction. First is nature of the reactant. The nature or reactivity of the reactant is influencing the chemical reaction. For example, aluminium is more reactive than zinc, hence the rate of reaction compounds containing aluminium is higher than zinc. Second is size of the particles of the reactant. Smaller the size of the reactant increases the rate of reaction. For example, Shahabad powder reacts more faster with hydrochloric acid than Shahabad. Third, concentration of the reactant. If the concentration of the reactant is higher, the rate of reaction increases. For example, concentrated hydrochloric acid reacts more faster than dilute hydrochloric acid. Next, temperature of the reaction. If the temperature of the reactant is higher, then it reacts more faster than the cold reactant. Next, catalyst. To speed up the rate of reaction, it is necessary to use catalyst. For example, in preparation of oxygen, manganese dioxide is used as catalyst. Now student, today's your homework is balance the following reactions.